What up, everybody? Welcome to Music Blueprint. My name is Gina, and today I am going to give you some TikTok hacks. Recently, I've seen like a really great following on TikTok. I've been really blessed to just see that to fruition because for a second there, I was like, dang, like if I post one more video and it doesn't do well, I'm going to be really PO'd. But that has not been the case recently. I've literally grown my TikTok to 450,000, a little over 450,000. And it keeps going up very consistently right now because I have a few videos that popped off, which has been great. But some of the things that I did to get there are these things. Number one, I am super consistent on the app. I cannot stress this enough. Like, I have really, as you guys know, if you've seen any of the videos I've done about TikTok, and if you haven't, you can check out this link right here. But I preach consistency on this app so much. You really should be consistent on every app, but right now, if you're really trying to capitalize on stuff, like TikTok's where it's at, and I have been super, super consistent. One of the things that I thought my issue was 6 to 8 months ago was I was really consistent, but I would still miss like one day. So out of 30 days, I would hit 29 and I'd miss that one day. And I think in the beginning, that really affected me because TikTok was like, oh, she's consistent. We're about to reward her. And then I'd miss that one day and it would be like, psych, you're starting from zero again. So one day I decided, okay, great. I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to post every day for 30 days straight, which turned into 60 days straight. And then I just started having videos like pop off like randomly. Where like, I feel like you can't ever like really figure out like which TikToks are going to do well. Like I know some people can, like some of my friends that are really big on TikTok, they're like, oh, I always know when this video is going to do good. But they say that and then like we'll do a video together like this one's definitely going to do good and then it doesn't. So I don't think there's like necessarily a specific formula other than the fact of TikTok really likes organic videos. They like when things seem like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. You really need to grab people within like the first like 5 seconds. So I always try to put like a big note or something like falls and I catch it or like something that grabs them. They're like, oh, yo, like that happened. And then boom, then the video happens. And I grab their attention. So everything nowadays is like short attention spans. So, and especially on TikTok, you've got to grab people's attention because all they have to do is swipe up and it's just like moving on. So, but back to consistency. I started posting every day and I don't think I've missed a day in probably close to 6 months now. And now I was talking to some friends of mine because I was spending a lot of time at the compound, which is no longer the compound. It's so weird. But if you don't know the compound, it's just like a TikTok house, an influencer house. And one of my friends, Markel, he was talking about everybody in that house posts 3 times a day. And I was like, 3 times a day? And he goes, yeah, we all post 3 times a day. And I was like, what? And I said, what's the reasoning? Because I feel like when I post more than once, like my views go down. And he goes, yeah, your views get divided. He was like, well, first, like whenever you post a video, you need to leave enough time between videos to let that video grow and expand. I was like, okay. So he's like, so I'll post at like 8 or 9 a.m. and then I'll post at like 3 or 4 p.m. and then I'll post at like 9 or 10 p.m. or something like that. And I'm like, oh, so it's like really, really spaced out. So basically what he was telling me was that when you leave that amount of space, it's enough space for the algorithm to decide if that video is going to pop off or not. And then if it doesn't, then it's on to your next thing. So then when you post the next video, then it's like, oh, is it going to pop off or not? Boom. And then you give it enough time for the algorithm to do its thing and figure out, is this a video that people like or not? Right now, I've been consistently posting 2 a day for maybe 6 weeks or so. And I've definitely seen like I have more videos pop off in a massive way than I do when I only post once a day. So for instance, like a few weeks ago, I posted a video, and now it's like my most viewed video, and it has 6 million views. And it really wasn't like, to me, that great of a video. It was like, it just, to me, it was just like an okay video. Like I kind of did like, oh, there's somebody singing in the stairwell. He's really good. And then like we sang together, and then people were like, oh my God, this is a love story. And it became this whole love story. It's actually really funny because we both like have it, like significant others. So I'm like, that's just funny that they think we're falling in love, and it's hilarious. And then every video I posted with that person just kept popping off because they were like, oh my God, you guys are falling in love. It was like a whole love story thing. It was really funny. But all that to be said, I have more videos pop off more frequently because I'm putting more things onto the app. It's almost like I'm testing out more things. And then like, ooh, one of them pops off. And then it's like, you have one video pop off on TikTok and you'll gain 100,000 followers like in a week. So, again, it's giving you more opportunities. And I know like that sounds like a lot of content when you're not even posting once a day on TikTok. So take it with a grain of salt. Like I was posting once a day for like 5 months straight and had that under my belt for a long time. And I got in the flow of creating content for that app to where I can do it in a very quick way, like super quick, where I know, okay, this is a trend right now. I'm going to do like 4 videos with this trend, and they're going to be quick. Like I can literally do like 4 or 5 videos within like 10, 15 minutes. So when you're pumping out content like that and you understand how things work, then it's a lot easier to get 2 a day or 3 a day. I mean, it's still work. Like, don't get me wrong. Like today I had to get all the videos together for the next 2 weeks because I leave for Miami. And when I'm in Miami, there's no time for creating content. Like I'm in sessions all day. Like there's just no time. I'm lucky to even post the video. Okay. So I usually have to get all those videos done ahead of time. And so I did like 40 plus videos today, like in my car, in my house, like just random spots. Like if there was any trends going on, like at today, I did them. Like it was a whole thing. So, but all that to be said is like 4 months ago, if I had to do that, there's no way I'd be able to create that many videos in one day. Like I would have just, it would have just been too much for me. So work yourself into it. Like just try to be consistent wherever you can. Like I even have friends they just post once a day, but not once a day. I'm sorry. They just post once a week, but their once a week video is out of here. Like, cause they're one of the best singers on TikTok. So it's like, okay, cool. That makes sense. But when you're somebody like me, where I don't necessarily have the coolest voice on TikTok, I'm more of like like a whole package kind of artist. So you see me on stage with my voice, with my songs, everything, and you're like, dang, this is fire. I'm not really the put a camera in front of me and sing a song and that's just like banging. Because my voice is very pure sounding, so it doesn't have a lot of grit and rust where it's like hella interesting. I grew up singing a lot of jazz and a lot of like listening to a lot of Kelly Clarkson, and it's like a belt with like a very just pure. It's like my voice is just very pure, cuts through a lot of things. But that doesn't make my voice to be the most interesting voice on TikTok. So I have to work a lot harder on just posting more videos and being consistent on more videos rather than posting one video that's just going to do so well. Cause I'm like, again, I'm not a run singer. So like I have my runs that I can sing, but like, I'm not the like Whitney Houston of runs or the Christina Aguilera of runs. Like that's just not my thing. So I got to stick to my strengths. And that's probably my other benefit on TikTok as well, is I do know my strengths. I do know, okay, look, like, let's be honest here. Like, I'm not the best singer on TikTok. There's a lot of better singers on TikTok than me. Okay, cool. Now that I know that about myself, now I can make a plan of attack on how I can still kill the freaking game and beat out all these hoes, right? But at the same time, like, stay in my lane. So that's what's worked for me. If you've missed like some of my other videos about like the algorithm changes and stuff on TikTok, I don't think I can post like more than one video as like a little card or whatever, but if I can, here it is up here. But if I can't, I have a ton of videos on TikToks. I just posted one a couple weeks ago about the new algorithm and what's changed. So I'll just like run through them really quick, just so you know, if you're watching this video first, you know what those tricks are, but watch them more in depth on the other video. So a few things TikTok is loving right now that I think has really worked in my favor as well and growing my following is that going live is a really big thing right now. You could seriously gain hundreds of thousands of followers if you have a good live going. And it could be anything. It could be pottery, seriously anything. It could be people are gaining hella followers by just setting up their phone and watching streaming SpongeBob. I watched a guy the other day. He built a whole mini Disneyland in his house. He has a whole room and he built like a miniature version of Disneyland. And he literally has you walk through the park and you can watch a fireworks show and watch like Disney movies and all this whole thing. It's like thousands of people on his live watching it. It's actually nuts and it's very entertaining. But if you're a musician, dude, just set up your freaking phone and sing with your guitar. There's like one guy that I watch, he's like a country dude. Like, I'm talking about like he sings old school country. And I thought, man, this guy has a good voice, but like he's not going to do that well on TikTok because who listens to old country? That dude's got like 3,000 people watching his live every night. He does it every day. And people are tipping him and everything. Like you can actually, obviously, like you can make money on TikTok. People can give you gifts and whatever if you do requests. And the great thing about that too is like if you're a musician, like you always need to practice. So like when you're practicing, just put a live on. When you're writing a song, just put a live on. People come in, pop in and out. It's great. But I shouldn't go more in depth because I have that other video. So you should really go check that out. But so there's lives. There's also responding to comments with a video. That's a really big thing that TikTok loves. It also loves duetting people or even stitching. Duetting and stitching are really, really big. Like I find my stitches and duets do a lot better than me just posting some video that I've imported from like my camera. And then any video that just like a side note, any video that you do typically in the app, TikTok will reward. The algorithm will reward you using the app. So use the app as much as possible. Like do your videos in the app as much as possible. Now, I've said this before. I know it's hard to do that when you're trying to repurpose content for different platforms. You're like, that means I got to do a video for each platform. I know that's like crazy, but maybe like, you just do duets and stitches and call it a day. Figure out whatever you can do on a consistency level. But, yeah, the TikTok just really rewards you doing things in the app. Like one of my most viewed videos before this last one, I think it has 4 or 5 million views, and I did it in the app. And that actually, though, ironically, was the first video I did in the app that popped off. So if there's, again, any consolation to that is you can still have tons of videos pop off when they're imported from your camera roll. So just a little side note. But anyways, those are some of the hacks that I used. I think the biggest thing that I would stress there is just consistency. So just try to get on the app and be consistent. And good luck out there. Hopefully you guys can build your following. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Please like and subscribe. Peace.